I'll just get a couple more questions and I'll
Yeah.
let you go on your way. But which one matters more to you, just as an author,
Mhm.
between being a bestseller like 7, 8 times, having your 43 awards, or having your podcast be named top 50 by FeedSpot? Like,
Po-
which one of those
Podcast.
has the
10
podcast
times, 10 times over. Bank over rank. That's what I believe in.
rank over
And
rank?
I think it's fantastic. By the way, I think you tagged me, somebody else tagged me over on Discord sharing how like wide publishing for authors is in pre-order right now. And it's been riding high at about number one in a few categories since its launch. And I was just like, oh, cool. I'm a wide published author. Amazon bestseller rank is only secondary. So it was really nice that I got that. And much shout out and appreciation to people even noticing that. And of course, I don't try to dwell on that because I'm selling books at other places. So, for instance, some people have bought through Barnes and Noble, some people have bought through Kobo, some people have bought through various other places. So, bank over rank. I Here's a good story for me to share with you. The first time that I hit the number one bestseller status in multiple categories was in January of 2016, and at that time, I was elated. It required so much work. I didn't have much of a following to speak of at all. I didn't even have a freaking YouTube channel at that time. And I was so elated. And I remember my friends were all celebrating with me. I shared it on Facebook, and everybody's just popping the cork and going, yeah, number one bestseller. And everybody's going
Yeah.
crazy. And I go to my wife and I'm like, hey, yeah, I became number one bestseller. She's like, okay, do you get more money? I was like, I, well, no, yeah, yes, no, no. And she's like, okay, well, what's it going to do for you? What are you going to do with it? And that's the important
Right.
thing. That's another like aspect of things. You can use that as a marketing tool. Number one
Hmm.
bestseller on Amazon in authorship, or number one bestseller on Amazon in whatever your category might be. Sure, it's a marketing tool. But to me, I kind of like the fact that someone, without my prompting, saw my podcast and decided to put me in the top 50 with all these other amazing, incredible
Hmm.
individuals. The creative pens of the world, the sell more book shows of the world, all these different podcasts, the ones that I have idolized, and to put me in that list, that's pretty cool. And I didn't even have to submit for anything like that. So that's why it's a little more special to me when I
Yeah.
have someone like LA Weekly listing me on their top, their listicle for the top, content creators for self-publishing. To me, that right there, that's cool.